Good morning, it's Amy Bennett with the AM Show. Hope you're doing well. I just wanted to report back from last night. I mentioned yesterday that I was going to the Lisa TerKeurst book, I guess they called it a book launch party. She actually did you might have seen it, she did a live stream from Elevation Church in Charlotte. Mac Brock, which he is a worship leader out of the Elevation Church, and then he actually wrote a song based on some words that Lisa had written. So he sang that, which was incredible. I saw him sing it actually at the She Speaks conference in July. Incredible song. He has a EP out, and actually you can pick that up, and they gave it to us for free in our little bag last night. So I'm excited to have that. I think I had already bought it like online, but that's okay. Then Lisa talked, and then they showed a interview that Lisa did with her personal counselor out of Charlotte, and that was just really powerful. So if you haven't watched, it's saved, and I'll put the link here in the comments. But if you haven't watched the live stream from last night, please go back and watch it. It is just incredible. Just hearing her talk about it. So let me show you a couple things that they did give us. First of all, she's written a book. It's called It's Not Supposed to Be This Way. And I'm just going to tell you, I would love to have her on my podcast, but I have heard that she's not a big fan of being a guest on a podcast. So she has done them before, but maybe one day I will get her on the podcast. But until then, I'll just go ahead and share about her books, because I know she's an incredible writer, and she's just so down to earth. If you don't know her, Lisa TerKeurst with Proverbs 31 Ministries. So if you haven't followed, she has, the other thing I want to show you. Look at this, guys. I don't know if you can see it. So Lisa got into painting while everything was going on. She was writing this book, and she painted a feather. Like, how perfect is this? I can't believe it. Like, out of all the things that she could have painted, she painted a feather. It's just so perfect. See, she needs to come on the Feathers podcast, right? Anyway, so if you don't know her story, she has been. This is really is not supposed to be this way. Is about suffering. When you look back in your life and you go, it is not supposed to be this way. So 2 years ago, she had problems, and I don't even know. It's somewhere in her gut. Like, she almost died. Miraculously survived that, then found out her husband had been having an affair and was had substance abuse going on. She put out I don't know if you'd seen it, but she had put out a big article or a blog post announcing it last fall. A couple, I don't know, it was weeks or months later, she found out she had breast cancer. So through all of this, in the past year, she has had surgery for the breast cancer. She's cancer-free now, and their marriage they've been reconciled, and they were there together. So they did the live stream of the things that I talked about, and then after that they shut the cameras down, and then her husband Art, and Lisa got on the stage and did a Q&A. So it was not Q&A from the audience. Like, Lisa took it as, if I was sitting in the audience, what are the questions that I would have for you? What happened? They answered, first of all, what happened? Why are you willing to talk about it? What would you tell yourself years ago to prevent all of this? And it was just incredible. It was Art's first time speaking publicly. He said he's spoken some face-to-face, like small groups and stuff, but this is the first time he had spoke publicly about it, and it was incredible to hear him. At the end, Lisa says that she knows that he is not a victim or a villain, but he is a redeemed man living in victory. And I'm telling you, you could tell that he has done so much work. He talked about all the counseling that he had been through. She said this is not pointing fingers at him. She had done her own work, and it was just incredible. And, I don't feel at liberty to say everything, just because, they purposely shut the cameras down. They didn't want everybody to hear it. But I just want to say, from, seeing them, I don't, as face-to-face as I could, and hearing from them, you can tell that he has done the work. They have trudged through the last few years, not just from, what's going with him. I mean, just the fact that she faced all those physical sicknesses and has come through it. And the message of this book, and I have not read the book, but what she has shared from the book, it's real life, and it's not just theory. She has been through it. So this morning I did want to turn to one of the end of the chapter. She has these sections at the ends of the chapter: going to the well, remember, receive, and reflect. So it's kind of sort of like a devotional. And actually they said that and I haven't seen it, but there is a Bible study that goes along with this book. So I want to check that out. I think this would be really great. I mean, we've talked about it here together. It's just when did we talk about this? Maybe even 2 days ago. It's not supposed to be this way. How many people today are saying it's not supposed to be this way, between the fires that are going on in California, the shootings, the sicknesses that people are going through. So many people can relate to this. It's not supposed to be this way. It'd be a great Bible study. So maybe we should do it together. Maybe we'll do a Facebook group or something. So the verse I wanted to read was from her book that she shared, James 1:12. Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because having stood that test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. So I think the message that I took away is that it's not easy, which we know that it's not easy, but we persevere. And she talked a lot about how God is not doing something to you when you suffer, but he wants to bring a strength out of you. And that was, and not because he's punishing you, but it's something he's entrusting to you. And man, it was just so powerful. I'm just telling you, so powerful. Go listen to her message. It was so good. And pick up the book. Okay, Marie and Nancy said they're in if we do the Bible study, so let me know. All right, so I'm on deck to get the kids to school today. So let me just say good morning to everybody. Sherry, and I saw Nancy and Marie. Good morning, guys. Cindy joined. Good morning, guys. Thanks for joining. So, all of that to say, and they fed us some hors d'oeuvres beforehand, and they gave us cake pops at the end. So, I totally cheated. I ate gluten, I ate sugar, but it was so yummy. But in all of that, I still am trying to get ready for New York. I don't think my kids have even started with that, so that's what we're going to do today. Likely am not going to be live tomorrow because we're going to be doing, so basically tomorrow what's going to happen is we go to work and school, and as soon as we finish that, we're going to have 30 minutes, and then we're hitting the road to the airport. So basically tomorrow morning is our last few minutes together to get ready. So I probably won't go live tomorrow, and of course I'll be in New York Friday. So today is our last day of the week together. If you're watching the replay and you're interested in doing this Bible study, let me know. It looks like Sherry is in too, so we've got 4 of us, so we can do a Bible study with 4 people, guys. But yeah, would love to do this one together. So we'll have to get that arranged. I'm the wheels are starting to turn as I'm talking. Get all this together. All right, guys, I need to go, but yeah, listen to the podcast. If you haven't listened to it, go listen to Lisa. If you haven't done that, are good things to do while I'm not on tomorrow morning. And let me just tell you, Edie Wadsworth, that I told you that I was interviewing tomorrow for the podcast next week. She is at Life and Grace. She has been doing morning videos, I think it's 7 a.m. Every morning, 7 a.m. Eastern every morning at her Facebook page, and she's doing Tiny Joys, she's calling them, all through November, and she's doing just a 10-15 minute thing, and she is she's incredible. So she's another great one in the morning if you want to check her out too. So all right, guys, you guys have a wonderful day and weekend if we don't talk, and hopefully we'll see you. I don't know how I'll feel next Monday morning, coming back late Sunday. If you don't see me Monday morning, don't be surprised. But we'll definitely see you next week. So y'all have a great one. Love you guys. Talk to you later.